Alright, so here we are doing a accurate building layout. The important thing is to take your architectural plans, and because we have a campus here, we've got multiple buildings. So the new factory layout is what we worked with. We did some layout plans, and so first thing to do was come up with the existing factory and how it was laid out. So we had an architectural floor plan from the architect. We imported that, changed some layers, so you can see when I click on it, it's just an X-reference background. And here are different machining cells grouped together. Label them, call out the machine number. Important to have a schedule for each that lists every machine. Give its pertinent data, date purchased, electrical consumption, and ratings, and then you could use that schedule to create a maintenance log. So here we've got some automatic bar feed lathes, manual feed lathe, an end mill, some CNC cells, and down here there's some more. So this is what was laid out. There's actually more to this factory layout, which we'll pull up. Let's see. I'm gonna pull this screen, which is off to the side here. I'm gonna pull this over. So in here we've also got old accurate layout plan. This was actually done by, it's asking me for X references that we deleted. This was old for no reason, but do you want to save changes? No. What we do have is the original layout. There we go. Existing floor plan. Pulling in. So here we go. Here's the completed version of that floor plan you saw a partial of, and everything's laid out. What you're seeing here is what should be service clearances. We don't have to see those. We can select that layer and freeze it. But it is important to show them for layout. I mean, it's really important to show those. So I just turned it off. I can turn that clearance layer back on and really give you an idea of how much space a machine truly takes up. This old original layout, we had storage racks, storage bins racked up. Here you can see sheet metal shear, the strippets. These are punching machines, press punches, and then some small drill presses and so forth. And then here a bunch of workbenches which weren't labeled, but every piece of equipment is blocked out. We can change the block in one location, it'll update in all, and that's important just in case you say, hey, we're replacing this but we're keeping that machine number. You could do that and figure out where it has to go. Definitely important to give each machine a number and check it against the schedule. So there's one floor layout plan. That's the existing, and I mapped that for so we didn't forget any piece of equipment when we were doing the new. So where's the new? I'm going to click over, and here's the new. It's incomplete because they're still doing some movement, but here's the architectural background, and this time what I've done is created 3 architectural backgrounds linked together in one drawing. Here's what will be multiple aisles of CNC machines, an aisle of automatic feed lathes, a couple of cells for the Supermaxes. Those are rotating tables, cell of lathes, and here you can see the polishing room with exhaust system, dust collection. All this I've laid out, did a calculation for airflow based on capture velocity at at each station, either sanding or polishing, with transfer air openings, and double checking that the makeup air from the base building system compensated. Here's a spray booth with, again, exhaust, a transfer opening. There's a lot of notes here, ignore those. Because it's a lacquer spray room, we want fire smoke dampers, close that off. Next thing we go over is layout of compressor room with compressed air piping and expansion tank. You can see there's a lot that goes into your thought. Upstairs, so that was the original factory, the new addition, and the new addition upstairs. We've got the riveting stations and drill presses, also threading stations over here on the left, and then you have a bunch of assembly areas laid out with parts storage bins on the left. Over here, random notes about compressor drainage riser. Making sure we go to the oil separator. That's a big deal. I thought since I've got part of it here and I referenced the compressor, I'll show you a compressed air drawing. So the pneumatic system. And let's see if I go to here, I believe I have where is it? That's layout plans, and sure enough, I've got pneumatic layout. Okay, I want to update the existing. This file makes no sense without updating the not found. Let's see. Some files got relocated earlier, and I probably should have checked that before doing the example here. But we have.
What number can I call you back at?
That's why. Patrick, accurate. Building systems, architectural.
I'll try and get back to it today. I can't guarantee anything, but I'll try and get an answer for you today. Thanks, Dave. Bye-bye.
Huh. Can't find the file. This is missing the background, those first and second floor of the addition. But here you've got a compressor loop, compressed air loop, pneumatic air loop with drainage pitch back towards the expansion tank so that you can set a purge valve on the expansion tank and clear that off as you need it. So again, here's that
here it is.
not shown here. There should be a connection to that expansion tank pushing water up into the drainage line. There's that old plan. I should go in and clean this up again. This is the story of practice what you preach, which is as you update files, you've got to update their X references and keep them clean. And ideally, we wouldn't have had a network restructure where I needed to move the file locations, and we'd be referencing the same locations. If this was on my desktop, it would all be the same. But because it's not, we've got a little bit of change here. Important file organization, dating, calling things out as old or obsolete so no one makes the mistake of trying to use them, and whether you've got existing or new construction, all that should be listed.